Yeah, there we go. Now we're live.
Oh, I thought we were live.
Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
Okay, we are live. I hope people are watching. I don't see anyone's eyes yet on my thing. This is an intervention for the madman. No, I'm not obsessed with Jeremy. It's just so much fun putting him on thumbnails. It really is. And they're really talking about the She-Hulk writer now, which I think she was just doing a Brie. She was just triggering fools, and they take the bait every time. This is the much talked about image that she tweeted out. Every what does she say? Every heterosexual relationship or something. I'd say that's every Fandom Menace relationship with the ladies and the garbage content. That's just my opinion. Hey Bianca, aloha.
But I honestly didn't know if you guys were going to talk about the She-Hulk writer, but it's cool that you guys are.
Yeah. Hey. Wait, Dana.
My mic got excited.
Oh, he's talking about the She-Hulk writer, I think. Yeah. Hey, whatever. More power to her. I'm gonna tweet this out, but we were also discussing Claude.
Yeah, before this, we were talking about this before it went on, and Max was asking about him, and obviously Goldman loves Claude. So I pulled up the encyclopedia here, that the visual dictionary that he has as well, and we got to the Claude section, and right before we went on, we were asking how does he fix things because he has no hands, and this section right here actually has a description.
Wait, hold on a second because I'm gonna tweet this out first.
You need to tweet it out before I can.
Yeah, I can see. So
your fans want to learn about Claude.
Well, didn't the Great Council tweet it out?
The TGO, yeah, the TGO one, yeah. I got the
Great Order.
That shit on auto, man. It automatically tweets it.
Oh,
Max, if you set notifications for the TGO Twitter, you can literally just retweet it because it automatically tweets it for you.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, it would. That's why it's there, buddy.
All right. Okay, so now I'm ready. Oh, and I gotta send. Hold on a second.
Oh my God, here we go.
Fill the space.
Typical Mac stream. Typical Mac stream.
All right. Can we talk about Claude now?
Yeah, we're talking about Claude, and this part of his body that looks like a obviously a foreskin. Cover the face. He has a giant penis. Okay, that's what he. I know you love him going, but he's a giant penis.
No, that's what he is.
So this has a name and the most disturbing description I have ever read. It says,
"Hey, he's pretty big."
Hold on.
The ladies will be disappointed.
Max. Wait, you gotta hear this. Well muscled, undulating trunk.
What?
Not like it says it right there.
That's funny.
That's a little hilarious.
Muscled, undulating trunk.
How did the Phantom Menace people not catch on to this? Oh, they did. It's in a book. That's why.
Yeah, they don't read. They don't read.
They only talk about concept art.
They only complain about books that they don't plan on reading.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and I'm sure the leaky peacock will talk about it even if he doesn't read it.
No, this one passed them up. They that description, they could do a lot with that. But I like Claude though. I think.
Can I say though how sad it was that they just introduced this guy and then behead him in the next scene?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For Bulio.
Yes, poor Bulio.
Well, I have to watch. you know, Goldman, Longa watched it again today.
I saw. I was on for a few seconds.
Okay. Goldman, in sci-fi, you also have some Twitter stuff for today. You were saying that objectively bad. Do you want to share that story a little bit?
Sure. I'll start. So I follow this one person on Twitter.
Wait. We're not ready yet. Okay, now
Now
I'm
we're
just
ready?
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just put Jeremy
All
back.
right. So, this one person I follow on Twitter, I believe, made a tweet something along the lines of like, "Imagine thinking The Rise of Skywalker is a bad movie, or whatever." And then Jeremy replied saying, something like, "Oh, you soy boys get so upset when we say you can't like a bad movie. Like, The Rise of Skywalker is factually a bad movie, but you can still like it." And then he said, "Films can't be objectively good or bad," which Jeremy proceeded to make a whole video on, saying like, "Oh, if movies are like I like objectively bad movies, like I think he said X-Men Origins, which
Mhm.
everyone hates." So he went on about that, and that kind of triggered me. So I ranted on Twitter, and Sci-Fi Dragon responded,
Yeah.
basically saying how like the word objective means you without personal bias when you're analyzing facts, and with art and films there are no facts like to make something good or bad, like for a
Okay.
film to be good or bad. So like everyone has their own standards as to what makes a film good or bad, and being objective means like you use your own standards to analyze something. Like for me, if I'm objective about The Rise of Skywalker, I don't think it's a particularly good film, but I really like it because I'm a big Star Wars fan and I like the characters. So that's basically the point I was trying to make.
It was funny because we were just talking about the word objectively in Stream Junkies today too.
Really? What
Yeah,
were you?
and
How'd that come up?
What were we talking about, Max? Wait, were you falling asleep at that point again?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was after Bashti went on her little rant.
Okay.
When she went on
Oh.
a rant about stuff, and I was explaining that what she was being, because they're saying because she was not liking some of the characters, the way they were written in the Clone Wars episode or last episode of the Clone Wars, and I'm like she's being, and they're like, oh, someone Mladen said, oh, so you're not defending the sisters anymore, and and I said, well, she's being objective about it, meaning even if she liked the characters or she previously liked the episodes, she can look at this episode and despite her likes or whatever is going on with it, she could be objectively say, listen, they're not doing anything with these characters. They're not pointless to be in the movie. So she was objective in her assessment of it.
Yes.
So it wasn't about, is this objectively good or is this objectively bad? Because again, that's still hard. You can't really do that because at the point it's always going to become subjective at some point. But yeah, she was being objective in her assessment of that particular part of it. You know what I mean? And so that's how they came up with that.
Yeah, and I mentioned in my response to Goatman, the YouTuber Mahler, and how he claims that he uses the right like definition of objective, but he's not like really clear about his position on the topic, and he kind of muddies the waters, and like he sort of presents his opinions as if they're facts, and and he will try his hardest to make sure that you conform to his objective opinion.
I haven't watched Mahler's videos, so I can't confirm or deny what you're saying, but I believe you.
Well, that's a good segue into the Clone Wars season 7, episode 7, I think.
Yes.
What did you think, Goldman? Because I know Sci-Fi, you haven't caught it. You haven't watched this Clone Wars yet. I don't think.
I haven't
right?
I haven't watched the whole series as a whole.
Okay.
I haven't watched the new season or the old seasons.
But I'm really curious to hear Goldman's thoughts because I know you've been following it a little bit.
Yeah. This is not an unpopular opinion, but I don't like the sisters at all. I liked Rafa at first, the older one.
Okay.
The first two episodes, I was fine with her. In this episode, I was like, eh. But Trace, she's just so annoying. Like, she always does these stupid things that get on my nerves. And I understand what they're trying to do with this arc. Like, they're trying to expose Ahsoka to the real world, like, not that the Jedi see, and to show the repercussions of the war. Like, I actually kind of liked how... Should I talk spoilers?
Sure, go ahead.
It's fine with me.
Okay, so they talk about...
get myself spoiled at some point anyway.
So they talk about how Trace and Rafa's parents were killed during the Zero the Hutt situation that happened in one of the earlier seasons. And I thought that was a neat way to tie it in. But besides that, like in each of these past 3 episodes, there's small moments that I particularly like. But there's such small moments and the whole episodes feel useless.
Yeah.
Like, I feel there is just a much better way to get this message across without having these pointless characters. Like, I watched a highlight of Stream Junkies, not drunkies, junkies previously, and someone said how, I think it was you, Lunka, who said how the whole point of the episode was just to show Bo-Katan and the two other Mandalorians. Like, yeah. And I feel there's just such a better way to, there was a better way to do this episode that they obviously didn't. Because the characters,
do the whole arc.
yeah.
It's just like,
and I'm curious because the original plan for this arc before the show got canceled was, instead of having two sisters, it was this dude that was supposedly a potential love interest for Ahsoka. And there's, you know how you can see some of the unfinished episodes like there was for the Bad Batch? They never released the full ones for this arc, so there's only a few clips you can see. So I can't really make an assessment of that character, like that guy that Ahsoka met. But I wonder how he would have compared to these two sisters and how different, or Sci-Fi Dragon's gone.
Yeah, here I am in the sandwich again. Thanks, Max.
How different or similar the stories would be. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Clone Wars. And like this next episode, I just don't really care what's gonna happen. Like I'm assuming that Bo-Katan's gonna find Ahsoka, probably help them escape.
Free them, yeah.
I heard you guys saying you think the two sisters are gonna die. I don't think that's gonna happen. I just think they're gonna.
Maybe it's just hoping. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I just think they're gonna wander off. Like there's that one line in the trailer where Trey says to Ahsoka, "Why would anyone walk away from being a Jedi?" So she eventually tells the two sisters, or somehow finds out. I guess that'll be an interesting conversation. But I can't see them going into the Mandalorian arc. So.
Oh, I hope not.
Well, I mean, they're set. I know they're not going to go into it, definitely. But it's just like, did we need 4 episodes of this? I mean,
no.
3. We got 3, and then we're
there had to be so much a core way to get Ahsoka into this storyline for the Pikes and all that instead of this. Oh,
right. Like if they wanted these characters, okay, for this 4-episode arc, you could have used them in 1 or 2 episodes to set it up. Okay, and that could have been the end of whatever is going on with them, and focus on Ahsoka. Okay, but the thing is this is not focused on Ahsoka. They hyped up this whole thing about Ahsoka, one of the most popular characters that's not in any of the movies. Okay, and it's not about her. It's just her like playing babysitter and chasing them around constantly, and not using her powers because somehow she's scared to fucking for them to find out she's a Jedi. You know, it's like, dude, she's been in much more serious situations. This scares you? This about worries you? You know, it's like, get over it. You know, I think being trapped by the Pikes is scarier. No? How about use your damn powers to get the fuck out of them?
Well, she did. But, they weren't paying attention.
Barely. Yeah. Right. She was still being subversive with it and trying for them not to see. Like, bitch was about to fall down and she like had to pretend like she gave it a little push for her to reach the other side of the bridge. You know what I mean? It's like, man, come on. Just when they were right there. The ship was right freaking there, man. Just go. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a painful arc. Especially since this is the final season and all this hype. It's like all this build up. Ahsoka is alive with the t-shirts with Filoni alive for this. Oh, I want her to be
the Ahsoka Live, Max, wasn't about this because this is the Clone Wars. We know she's
alive. The Rebels. Okay.
It was basically saying post Rebels.
Right.
She's alive. That's what that was for. But either way, it's hyped up because it's Ahsoka. She's the, disputably the most popular character out of the Clone Wars. Disputably the most popular character outside of the series of movies. And this is what they're doing with it. It's just like, and I'm disappointed because it does not feel like Filoni to me. And like I said earlier, not to sound like a certain acronym of people, but this is one of those cases where I could say these characters are literally feel like they're in there just for representation, not for anything else. That's the part that's driving me nuts about it. Cause it's like, my God, if you're going to put them in there,
Fandom Menace was right. The fandom menace was right.
No, the thing they're wrong about is they think everything is that, and it's not. Okay, are they? is there instances it happens? Of course. You know what I mean? And this is one of them, unfortunately.
All right. Well, hopefully there's only a few episodes left. Hopefully this is the last one with those sisters.
Probably.
Let's talk about Tiger King. Even though people have Goldman doesn't know about it yet. Sci-fi.
I heard about it from you guys. At first, when I heard the title, I was like, "Is this a tiger version of The Lion King? What is this?"
I wish it was. I wish it was. No, it's not. It's. I'm only 3 episodes in, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. Matt says, "Let's talk about Tiger King." You're only 3 episodes in.
I mean,
they haven't seen it. I'm the only one who's seen the whole thing.
I mean, let's talk about the reaction. People rooting for Joe Exotic.
But I can't because I know what happens at the end. So I can't talk about that.
I can't. I don't know anything about it. I don't know who Joe Exotic is. That what you just said?
Yeah,
Joe Exotic.
The plot of the show kind of reminds me of this Animal Planet show called Fatal Attraction. It was about like people owning exotic pets and the pets that these people have end up killing them in the end at the end of each episode, and that's like the whole plot of the series.
This is Sci-Fi Dragon. It's not even a plot. This is a documentary. This is basically a documentary. The Fatal Attraction series is a documentary too. I'm just saying that was the whole like premise behind it. It was that each episode would be about a real life story of a person owning an exotic pet that ends up killing them. No, this goes much deeper than that. Deeper.
How long is it? Like hours per 5 episodes?
It's 45-minute episodes, I believe, and it's 5 episodes.
Okay, not too long then.
Yeah, no, you can binge that.
Boshti wants to talk about it.
All right, for next Saturday.
Stream Junkies. Yeah.
All right, I'll watch it.
But this guy, he's in jail now, which I don't know for the reasons yet.
I do, which is why I can't talk about it.
But I'm just saying about like people's perception that he's a good guy. But I'm just saying all these young cats that are being born, and all on his reserve, he has a bunch of old cats. They never discuss, even in the episodes I've seen. I don't see they really discuss it. I haven't heard where all these young tiger cubs go or tiger. Where they go,
there's a lot, Max. This is why people think they look at it, they think it's just a surface level nonsense, okay? And it's like you don't understand how much there's so many twists and turns and so much shit that happens in this between these people. You have to watch it, man. You have to watch all of it. Binge it. Just get it out of the way.
Okay.
I will
do it tomorrow. Just get it out of the way.
All right.
I'm telling you.
I'm excited now.
Someone says it's like the white trash Game of Thrones. I think that was
it is. Twists and turns, yes.
Lunga, will my expectations be subverted?
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah, wow. It's a clusterfuck. It's a clusterfuck of a show. I can't even say clusterfuck of a show. It's a clusterfuck of people. They're all morally bankrupt. It's just messed up.
Well, thinking about people that keep animals that way, even the ones that are virtue signaling like they're saving them, like the character Carol. She is her past and okay. I am up to the episode where they're talking about Carol's backstory.
No spoilers.
No,
he actually wants to see it.
I'm just gonna ask Lunga, do you think she did?
Yeah, but but here's the thing. There's more, and I can't say it because you haven't gotten to it yet.
Should I take my headphones off?
No, because Max hasn't even gotten there.
I thought that was the episode where everyone was talking about this.
You just got Max. You just watch it.
Okay,
it's 5 freaking episodes. Just watch it.
All right. Well, that killed that topic for discussion. We are, to be transparent, we are struggling in the movie talk and show community because there's less to talk about. But Sci-Fi Dragon did mention, and I did see a tweet about the creator of, or the director of Birds of Prey wanting to do the sequel with Poison Ivy. I think that's the only way you could do it. I think people have been waiting to see that, but I don't particularly think it's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see after Suicide Squad comes out. They might just forget about Birds of Prey if Suicide Squad takes off. The Suicide Squad. So,
yeah.
Do you think it'll ever happen? Okay.
Well, the only way forward is to just make it a Harley Quinn movie, just through and through, not even bother with the Birds of Prey.
It should have been that to begin with.
Agreed.
But this is what it was. They had future plans for Birds of Prey, which, granted, they're a popular franchise in the comics. You know what I mean? And they had a short-lived TV show years ago. They're very popular in the comics and actually pretty cool characters in the comics. But they're not really known by mainstream general audiences that well. Okay, so they wanted to find a way to introduce them because they wanted to make an IP for them in the movies. So they decided, well, everyone knows Harley Quinn, so let's introduce them with her. And it was just bad. Again, I'm not gonna say bad. The movie was enjoyable when I went to see it. It's just as a movie, it was enjoyable as a movie. But just for when you're thinking about DC and comics, Warner Brothers just keeps shooting themselves in the foot with this shit.
Well, I watched. We didn't finish the Harley Quinn animated series. That was like pitch perfect, and
A+++.
And Joker was in it, and they tackled the breakup and then going with Poison Ivy. Yep. That would have been perfect. So I still like the movie though. I still like the movie.
Yeah, like I said, if you're general audience going to see a movie, Birds of Prey was a decent movie.
So
it was okay.
I'm going to highlight a comment here, Longa. Tell me if you think you're surprised. I'm just kidding, phobic. First episode in all three factors.
Not surprising. Because you know why? You know why? Ryan Kittle was the same way, and I commented and I retweeted. I'm like, not surprising that you would say that. So maybe finish watching it, and then you'll see why I said that, and then you'll be like, fuck.
What's he talking about?
There's chimps in it too. It's not just.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, they have other animals there too.
This seems like some of the comic skaters would do that type of thing.
Chimps are crazy, man. They're very.
Yeah. Let me see. She beat these better stories. Yes, I think Margot Robbie is perfect. Yes.
Yeah, she's great. She's great as Harley Quinn. Again, in Birds of Prey, those wardrobe choices. Now, again, I understand why, because the truth of the fact is it was a breakup movie. And if you want to make it realistic, people that go through breakups, especially when they depict them, women going through breakups, it's you're in a fucking wave of fucking depressed fucking self-indulgence. You know what I mean? You don't, you're not showering, you're not changing, you're not, you're eating fucking ice cream out of a canister.
That's how it is in quarantine too.
Right. Well,
yeah.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean, they were realistic on that part. You know what I mean? I just don't think it came off well with Harley Quinn, who we're used to dressing in a very certain way. And I'm not even saying being overly sexy. I mean, Harley Quinn is just overly sexy, no matter which way you cut it. Okay. But even if you think about, the original one from the animated series, she was in a bodysuit. So it's not like it was skin showing everywhere or whatever, but it was a very tight fitting bodysuit and it didn't look sloppy. You know what I'm saying? She looks sloppy in this, which again, I understand the premise, but I don't think it just goes over very well when it comes to Harley.
Hey, Moira. Hey, Geek Prime. Yeah, I agree. But would you want to walk around those hot pants? I don't think so.
Man, and she doesn't want to, by the way. She said no hot pants. That was one of the things. She wasn't going to wear that again. But again, Harley Quinn has a lot of outfits. It doesn't have to be the hot pants. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things she could wear. You know what I mean? That look just as good and just as sexy without being fucking hot pants. But I got to tell you what, she really looked good in those damn hot pants. So I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
we got Nerd Reactor. He says, I'll walk around those hot pants.
Max, remember a few weeks ago when I sent you... Oh, Sci-Fi Dragon's gone again. Remember a few weeks ago when I sent you the picture of when I went to a Halloween party as Harley Quinn?
Yeah, I still have it in my DMs. I think.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Everyone was asking me why I wasn't wearing the shorts.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm that brave.
No, I don't have anymore.
Oh.
Let me see. Oh, you sent me an article, Goldman. Let Let me see here.
Well, that wasn't anything special. I think it was just them
Captain
announcing
Marvel
Captain
2.
Marvel 2.
But a date, July 8th, 2022.
That was a few days ago, I think.
I might watch it again.
The first one?
Captain Marvel, yeah.
Actually, you can't see him because Claude's blocking, but I have a Captain Marvel popcorn bucket on display.
Oh, cool. As soon as I said that, we lost the viewer.
Yeah.
Hello there, Techno639. What are we going to talk about on your show tomorrow, Lunga?
I have no fucking clue.
It's getting desperate out here. It's getting desperate.
You just gotta wait for Clone Wars to come out, and
No.
that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, I did that watch party today with Marie and Bashi mentioned something. We talk about that Rise of Skywalker. It's like I'm done with Rise of Skywalker. It was like we did this yesterday because Marie hadn't seen it. You know, I think it'd be fun to do. But
good Zig, good Zig's always here for the Jerry Vash.
Yeah, but
a little
but
bit.
You know what? But that's funny. I'm glad he says that because here's the funny thing. They are doubling down on all this negative media because there's nothing to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're doubling down on it. Whereas, like, would it be easy for me to make a fucking blast on Jeremy all fucking day stream tomorrow? Sure. Am I going to do it? No, because it's not fucking worth my time.
I'll tell you what. That's why I'm like, I didn't know what to talk about. And hold on. Yeah, that's what's in the thumbnail. That's what I did. I honestly did it to get some viewers in here because the notifications don't work. So if I do this, this is my notification fix.
Yeah. You know what's funny? You can't say that I've ever been a you can't say that I've ever been a clickbait person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because my Marvel video that I did, I said Marvel Phase 4 canceled. You know, question mark, exclamation point.
Yeah.
Already, I get like 2 or 3 comments. Cancel's not the same as delayed, motherfucker. I know.
Yeah.
Did you read
that helps? Don't complain. That's good engagement. People correcting you is the secret to YouTube.
Yeah, but you know what? I can guarantee you they're correcting because they didn't even watch the fucking video.
Yeah, great.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter.
It does because you still need views and hours, Max.
YouTube is a shit show. I'll tell you right now. And do I like clickbait? No, I don't. But I have
to. as he puts that up.
I mean, look at all my stuff. Here's one here.
Wow.
I won't go into that here. I did this one when Wilkeson's. That's what I imagine when I look at Jeremy's face there. That's where I got the idea for that clip. That was for April 1st. Canceled. It was my April 1st joke. Some of the other April 1st was the, Geeks and Gamers themselves. I'm not bringing that up here.
What?
I don't like it.
What are they talking about nowadays? Like, what are they hating on?
Writers, concepts of stuff
writers
that's not gonna happen.
They're scouring Twitter for their information now. So like this Dana God, I keep forgetting her last name, the writer for She-Hulk. They're just following her Twitter and just trying to make videos about how she hates men and following other people's Twitters and other people's social media and how they're hating on fans, and that's what they've been doing. Star Wars
Road podcast. Nice sentiment. It doesn't work. I mean, you have to. I don't like it. I play the game, but I hate it. I hate coming up with. It is fun to mess with Jeremy. It is fun. But I'm not gonna lie. But I hate trying to think of ways to get people to watch your videos because it's drowned out by the people that sit on the internet just constantly. That's why they pump out 3 to 4 videos, 5 videos a day. It's so they're always in the algorithm, and then the good content sinks.
Pretty much.
That's the internet.
I call them like floaters. Like the good solid stuff gets flushed. The floaters.
Oh, here, Max. I got an image for you.
Okay.
Ooh,
sure. All right.
Fashion. Black Panther, Last Jedi. Yep.
All right.
It's the YouTube Film Critic Starter Pack.
All right.
You gotta hate these movies with a passion.
Of course.
Black Panther, Last Jedi, Captain Marvel 2. Unironically consider these movie masterpieces. Infinity War, Joker, and Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, have you ever heard of Denny Villeneuve? That's great.
Yeah, argues female characters are badly written and boring despite being the same person as every other protagonist in the franchise.
Yeah.
Protagonist.
Here's your stuff, Goldman. Objectively
Objectively
bad.
bad.
That's
Yep.
like a Mauer quote right
Nope.
there.
That is.
Yeah.
Gets me so
Titles the
frustrated.
following trend of why popular film is a failure masterpiece.
Yeah, I
Shallow
see
and
that.
surface level analysis. Probably thinks Mazen is a dessert.
Have you ever? That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Have you,
Have you guys ever heard Denis Villeneuve?
or like,
Pseudo-intellectual.
Jeremy Christopher Nolan. Wow, that Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, right.
Pseudo intellectual.
Pseudo intellectualism. There's Walton.
I like that.
Yeah.
Pseudo-intellectualism.
And a lot of film essayists too. Like a lot of film essayists are pseudo intellectuals. I've
Yeah.
noticed.
And has an avatar with three pre-made poses that change at random. That one I haven't seen that much, but
Well, that's like Dishonored Wolf almost, or the artist formerly known as Dishonored Wolf.
and I would take out of this piece here, the unironically considered these movies masterpieces. I would take out Infinity War and put in either Alita, Battle Angel,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
or Sonic.
Or,
Yeah.
or
No,
or take out Joker and put in Alita. I think that.
Well, you can't because
No,
Joker.
they-
They went hard
love
about
Joker.
how great. Yeah, Joker to
And
them
it's
is
an
the best movie,
SJW movie.
pretty much. If you think
It's
about it.
it's so brought into the storyline. I'm like, do you realize this is a social justice movie? It's social commentary, and you would be the a-holes that would pick on this guy in
Yep,
real life.
but
You're
that's
cheering
the
him on.
They pick the movie that the other side protests. So when this movie came out, a lot of liberal people were screaming foul, saying that it's like just white male rage. So the moment they started saying it, the moment they hate something, Geeks and Gamers loves it just because the other side hates it. No matter if it's objectively good or bad, they love it because the other side hates it. Okay,
Yeah.
which is the funny thing because they're the ones saying it's okay to love an objectively bad movie. Well, you do it all the fucking time just because the other side hates it. So
I feel like a lot of these people, they base their opinions on these newest movies based off of the culture war that's going on, which ironically is like having your own agenda, which they complain that all like liberal Hollywood has their own agenda.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's quite hypocritical.
The only difference is that a lot of them have like a right wing agenda and they're trying to like make that mainstream by doing all their content. But I don't really think it'll work though.
Well, Jeremy's video today, and I didn't even do a reaction of it. I'm just like, oh, you're pathetic. I could have done the reaction of it. It's Kathleen Kennedy, or Indiana Jones 5 delayed again. Thanks, Kathleen Kennedy. That's not her. I mean, it's not her
How's it
fault.
her
that
fault?
Everything's delayed and
It's
shut
her
down.
fault because the virus hit America.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know.
The Kathy virus, I guess.
At this point, they're gonna blame her for the virus.
pretty much.
Wouldn't be
This
surprised.
here is quality content. Thanks, Nerd Reactor. Only
Thank
if
you.
we get you on with some hot pants, I'll use that in the
Yeah.
thumbnail instead of Jim.
Here's some quality H2O.
I was kind of wondering if Lewis was gonna do a stream tonight, but I guess he's not.
No,
going
he
to
never
do one.
responded. That's Snerd. That's
Nerd report.
Maybe he'll do one tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, Sonic versus Harley Quinn, constantly. What? This is what happens when you listen to fans. You get Sonic. This is what happens when you don't put Margot Robbie in hot pants. Birds of Prey. Okay. I'll search for it, John. I'll search for it, John. Yeah, there he goes. See, start the rumor.
COVID Kathy.
Yeah, this is it. Hey, Techno 639. I want them to come join us again sometime. Politics and movies suck. Now let's put politics within the fan. That'll make things better. Exactly. They're just responding with politics.
Yeah.
It's as simple as it is. That's all it is politics within the nerd culture talk.
Every time
Yeah.
every time they say keep politics out of my movies, I'll say keep politics out of my fandom.
Yes!
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
needs to be on a shirt. Can we do another gray order shirt with that? Keep your politics out of my fandom. I love that quote. Is that okay, Goldman, if we use that maybe? Possibly?
Yes.
Every
course.
time they try to respond to SJWs, they end up making things worse. That's what I've
Yeah.
always noticed.
Well,
Because they're AJWs. Yes.
Yes. Keep politics out of fandom. Keep your politics out of my fandom. Exactly. All right. So what? Oh, I do have this up. We could talk about it. This is a Joe Blow article. It's just top 30 completed shows to binge right now. This means they finished all their seasons. You can watch it. 30,
cool.
30 Rock. Oh, I could share the image too, I guess. Hold
Yeah.
on. Why don't I do that so it's more? And what maybe while we're looking at this, think about some shows that you would like to watch with some other fellow YouTubers. Because I got some that no one wants to watch with me yet.
I have one.
Okay.
The newest season of Better Call Saul.
Okay.
Anyone watch that?
They
I
made a
never-
new season of that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
currently in the 5th season.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't even know that show was still going on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very good. But I haven't watched this 5th season. I'm waiting till it's done.
Okay.
I would
so,
do a thing on that.
I mean, I am happy with the Tiger King, and also what else are we watching? Train to Busan
Yeah.
is the other thing. Have you seen that, Goldman?
No, never even heard of it. What is
Or
it?
Sci-Fi Dragon?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. I've seen like the carnage counts of all the death scenes in it.
What is this? What's the name of this show?
Train to Busan. It's a zombie movie, basically.
Ah, a movie. Okay.
Yeah,
On
from
what
South
platform?
Korea.
So I am happy with what we're watching next week in Stream Junkies. I'm just saying things I might like to watch in the future. The problem is not everyone agrees with things like, oh, I've seen that already, or I don't want to,
Well,
but
the
here's
only shows that I can name are like anime shows, and not everybody's into anime.
well, the reason this list is pretty cool is they're completed. You can watch the whole thing. Like there's some shows that don't have their season, and who knows with what's going on that you'll get this next season. We need them now. 30. I used to watch 30 Rock. Did any of you watch 30 Rock?
Nope.
Okay, it's okay. It's not my favorite comedy. This is one I really want to watch. The Americans.
Does it say what streaming platforms these shows are on?
It says it's
It's on
yeah,
Amazon
it
Prime.
does. Good point. 30 Rock is
Okay.
currently streaming on Amazon Prime and Hulu,
Mhm.
and The Americans is on Amazon Prime. Black Mirror I did not get into yet. That's on Netflix. And Lunga, you tell us which ones you've seen because you've seen a lot of this stuff, I think.
Black Mirror, I've seen. It's good.
Americans?
Americans, I tried to start watching and I couldn't get into it.
Okay. I've heard it's great. That's why I'm not sure. Boardwalk Empire, I watched like the first season. And
That is worth it.
that's
What's
worth
that
it.
on?
HBO
HBO?
and Amazon
Boardwalk
Prime. But here's the other thing. The other reason this is good is HBO is letting, because of the situation, they're letting a few things free, and I think this is one of them. I think let me see. Let me Google that. That's a good thing to bring up. HBO free.
I'm pretty sure I
You
have
hear about
HBO
that?
anyway.
Well, I'm
Oh.
gonna get it again. All right.
I need to make a list.
Okay, so
All this stuff, like
Sopranos, The Wire. I've never watched all of Sopranos.
Oh,
either.
Sopranos is brilliant as well.
So there's lots. I'm gonna get HBO again anyway because I also want to cover Westworld. I don't know if anyone wants to do that, or is anyone
I
interested?
can't. I did watch the first 2 seasons. I can't get into the. It's just it got really bad after that. So I just
Okay.
I'm not even
So-
interested in the third.
I'm
season.
interested in watching it because it's sort of based off of a Michael Crichton type of thing. Like it was like he did a Westworld movie back in the 70s. Michael Crichton, the author of the Jurassic Park novels.
Yeah. I would probably go back and watch Boardwalk Empire. BoJack Horseman is not
Love it.
my type of thing. It's not my
No, I'm not interested in that. I mean, I like cartoons and animation, but not that kind.
Hmm.
I mean,
It's
I stopped watching
hilarious.
Rick and Morty a long time ago because of how like stupid it got after a while.
Yeah, I like some of the politics in the prequel. It wasn't like too crazy. Legion, that's another one people love. I enjoyed it, and then I couldn't finish it. It got too. I mean, there was some of the coolest stuff I've seen about mutants and X-Men in the X-Men world in that show. But then whenever it starts making sense, it goes too like psychedelic and out there. And I never finished the third. I think the third season's the final one. Did any of you see Legion?
No, I never ended up watching that.
Okay.
I
feel
heard
bad.
about it, but I never saw it.
All right.
Almost all these shows you've mentioned, I haven't watched or heard of.
Breaking
Like,
Bad.
Everybody's heard of Breaking
that's-
Bad. That show was
Love
actually filmed in my home state, actually.
Hey guys,
man.
my Chrome is freezing, so I'm gonna have to restart it, which means I'm gonna end up dropping out. But I'll come right back.
Okay.
All right.
It's cool.
All right. So Breaking Bad, that's one I didn't finish.
Oh,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer has a cult fan following. I never watched that one. though.
That's Mahler's favorite show.
Oh, really?
it is.
Yeah, like he
Do you-
he praises it a lot.
Do you watch a lot of Mahler? You seem to criticize him, but know a lot.
Well, I used to watch him, but I don't watch him anymore because his content just got tedious, and I just realized like what he was doing, and it was just kind of disingenuous.
All right.
The way he was critiquing his movies he talked about.
Okay. I have to watch Deadwood. I've never watched Deadwood.
Deadwood, spectacular.
Really, and I
Never
like
even heard of it.
westerns and stuff. I like Timothy Olyphant too.
Yes.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Did you ever see
Timothy Olyphant.
Justified?
Justified? One of my favorite series of all time. Too.
Oh yeah, I love Justified. Downton Abbey, I've watched. I didn't watch it all though, because when we were out of town, my wife and my mother-in-law were watching it, and they wouldn't wait. They would just binge the whole thing, and I was like, it was good though. I enjoyed it.
They made a movie of that, didn't they? Too recently.
Yeah, I heard the movie wasn't like that exciting. Fargo, I've heard about this. I've never watched it. What about you, Lunga?
Fargo? No, I never got into Fargo.
Okay, I've heard really great things about the show.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have talked good about it. I just.
Oh, it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Mhm.
Fleabag.
Oh.
I've heard a lot about that. The Game of Thrones, I don't know why they still put it on this list. I really don't.
What's Game of Thrones?
Uh,
It was a really popular fantasy series until the last season got everyone pissed off.
yeah. Did you watch it, Goldman?
Yeah.
And you
funny-
hate it too?
Well, no. So funny story. All my friends were bugging me to watch it, and right before the 7th season came out, I was like, I think that I heard that was the second last season. So I asked them when the last season was to come out, and they said a year and a half from now. So I was like, oh, I'll just wait till season 8 comes out for me to watch it, because I hate waiting for things that I'm passionate about. So I ended up watching the show. I really liked the first 7 seasons. I finished it about 2 months before season 8, and then I remember the first 2 episodes of season 8 I enjoyed quite a bit, and then the Winterfell episode I watched, and I was just like it was so weird. And I went on Twitter, and people were praising it, and I was like, am I the only one that thinks this is really bad? And then people hyped on, and then the last episodes were. So that's my Game of Thrones story. I still love
Thrones.
I've
Never heard of Washington Spies.
Nope.
All right, so let's. This isn't too long of an article. Key and Peele, yeah, is funny. I watched Key and Peele. That's one of the most. Oh boy, Lost. I never got into Lost.
Yeah, I never got into. I know
Yeah.
about it. I pretty much know the pretty much deal about it, but I never really got into watching it.
I never saw Lost either.
Mad Men. I watched the
Great show. Mad Men's a great show.
All right. Oh, that's the girl from The Handmaid's Tale. I didn't know she was
Yeah.
in that.
Mm-hmm.
I also watched Handmaid's Tale, but I didn't watch the most recent.
That's where
season.
I first saw her. Was in Mad Men.
Monty Python's Flying Circus.
That's like an older show that they
Yeah.
put on this list.
The Office. Oz. I've heard great things about that. I
Oz
never
is
watched-
also really good too. Be prepared for a lot of male rape, because there's a lot of it in Oz.
Oh wow.
Really?
It's a prison movie.
Oh,
Or
really?
series, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Parks and
Well,
Rec.
That's where the Tiger King is now. Sorry, that was a bad joke.
I never watched Parks and Rec. I never
neither.
got the appeal of it.
I liked it. I like Ron
watched
Swanson.
a few episodes here and there. They were funny. I just stopped because it was like seemed really repetitive. That's about the only criticism I have of it.
I don't know a lot of horror movies, Ice Cat 9. Yeah, but we talked about that on the stream with Lewis and Snow.
I need to watch more horror movies.
Hold on,
I
I
just
gotta
get scared
disagree.
to
I gotta disagree with John over here. Amazon's Carnival Row was not terrible. Damn you.
Oh,
I tried to watch it with my wife. I didn't get into it. I didn't think it was bad or anything. It was just
I'm a fantasy guy, so
I like fantasy too, but I didn't that one particular. Maybe I have to give it another shot. Parks and Rec. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sci-fi.
No, I was just saying that you're a fantasy guy, Lunga, and I'm a sci-fi guy.
I like sci-fi, obviously.
Yeah, but
Dude,
I'm a Star Wars guy.
I'm an everything guy.
I feel bad going through this list because besides Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and The Office, I haven't watched any of these, and I'm wasting my time watching these really stupid shows. Like I watched The Bachelor.
oh my god, Goldman, we need to have an intervention.
You watched The Bachelor?
Yes, I did. But blame me going to college. All my friends there watch it, and
Favorite Jim Carrey movies.
Sonic.
Oh really?
No, I haven't seen it.
My favorite is Grinch That Stole Christmas.
Okay. I
Truman
like
Show.
okay, yeah, that was a good one.
Truman Show. I like this. I believe it or not, I like his dramas better than his comedies.
I liked Man on the Moon.
Man
I
on the
think it was
Moon.
really
Truman
accurate. I
Show.
think he would have been. I actually went.
Truman Show, that was good.
Sunshine
guys,
of the Spotless Mind.
Do you guys remember Yes Man? That one he
that was
did.
good. Liar, Liar. I like. Dumb and Dumber.
I could not get through Dumb and Dumber. Either one. That was just. Listen, I like stupid comedies as much as the next guy. Okay, I love Will Ferrell, Step Brothers. I watch some stupid shit. Okay, Blades of fucking Glory for Christ's sakes. Okay,
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite. I love Napoleon Dynamite. Okay, I can watch
Yeah.
some stupid movies, but Dumb and Dumber, man, the title explains just how fucking stupid this movie is. It's just
That's the point.
no, but it reaches a level of stupidity
Yeah.
that I can't. No. You know how they talk about the sound range for humans. You know how there's like not just high ranges, which the dogs can hear, but there's also low ranges that we can't hear.
Mhm.
And there's supposedly a low range that we can't hear called the brown note that makes you shit your pants. Okay, that's Dumb and Dumber.
All right, I'm gonna send a link to Jedi Wander to pop in here a few minutes too.
All right.
All right. Let me see here. Okay, Parks and Rec, I actually really liked, and then the final seasons got lame and they stopped it. Portlandia, I don't know.
I'm not into gothic stuff.
It was it's not. That's just one episode. It's not.
Oh,
It's not God.
Another no from me. Seinfeld.
Yeah. You like Seinfeld?
No, I just
Back in the day, I watched lots of Seinfeld.
What about you, Sci-Fi Dragon?
I haven't really watched that much of it.
that's
I
I've
can't
just seen
believe
clips
this.
of it.
that's too old for my generation.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's too old for both of our generations. Man.
Can we do a?
Stop it! Considering you watch Star Wars and you okay,
Fair
Can I
enough.
watch Apocalypse Now?
I want to do a watch party.
know how
of
many-
Seinfeld episodes?
you know how many
I'll do it.
of your age group original Star Trek series fans there are?
A lot.
Okay, that's before my fucking time.
Lunga, would you join me with these two for a Seinfeld watch party? Just like a funniest episode. We got to pick one or two.
I love Seinfeld, so I'll watch it.
Maybe.
Yes, because it would be great to get a fresh Seinfeld noobs watch Seinfeld. That would be.
Is it
funny.
on? Is it on?
Yeah.
Do they have it on Netflix? By the way.
It's got to be. I think it's on Hulu. Let me see.
Okay,
I
because I have Hulu.
Hulu.
The only reason
Hulu.
why I asked Netflix is because Netflix, you had that Chrome app that you could do a watch. party.
Okay. Do you guys have Hulu?
I
I think so, but I'm not too sure.
also,
Okay.
my dad has the complete series box set of the Seinfeld, so I could always watch that.
Okay. So
This,
Jedi Wander popping in here. Hey, Jedi Wander.
Hey,
Hey,
You guys were just talking about Jim Carrey movies, right?
Yeah.
I
Briefly.
did see Sonic. While my folks went to see Bird of Prey, they went to do their thing. I enjoyed what Jim Carrey did. I did go see it to see how he would perform. I was very happy with it. I caught a few things what he did from his previous films, how he talks so fast, and a few other things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. And then I just got into the rest of the film. Just, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Really happy to see him back in there. But he was also in Kick-Ass 2, but I don't know how that one went. I haven't even gone through the first one. Does anybody else know?
Was that him? I thought that was.
I heard that he was supposed to be in it.
No, he.
Yeah,
Nicolas
was
Cage was in the
Kick-Ass
first
2.
one.
That was Nicolas Cage in the first Kick-Ass.
Right.
Yeah, and then Jim Carrey is in the second one.
Oh, he is. I forgot about that. I didn't realize.
And he there was some controversy with him being in it because he kind of denounced the movie before its violence.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right.
Because I guess he's trying to be like a pacifist now or something. I'm not too sure about what's going on there.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Seinfeld and The
I
Shield.
watched a bit of Seinfeld. That was actually pretty funny at parts.
Anyone watch The Shield before?
Yes,
Yeah.
very good show.
Yeah, I did. It was good.
I didn't even hear about this one.
Me neither.
Oh, Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, they're basically about good cops who end up like becoming crooked cops. At first, they do it because they are struggling and they have, they just need something like just this one time, and then they just go down a road of being horrible cops.
This
Didn't
go ahead.
Sorry. We'll back up there in that picture real quick. I do have a question about that fellow in the picture. Didn't they throw him in Gotham as Commissioner Gordon's boss later on in the show?
Yeah.
I recognized him in that show. Okay, thank you. Now,
Yeah, he was
Go
also the Thing in the Fantastic Four movies.
that's right. I was thinking in my head, but thank you.
All right.
I liked
6
him as
feet.
a Thing. He was pretty good.
Yeah. 6 feet under.
I
never heard of this.
I did not see that.
I never heard of it.
Lunga.
I never got into it too much.
That's one you did.
I know of it. I've watched some of it. It had the guy who played Dexter in there.
The
I'm-
Sopranos was good. I was enjoying that one for a time. That was great. for me.
I'm ashamed that I haven't seen it. I started to
it-
watch.
I haven't seen either.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, I
It's just
started
you
to
and Gold
watch
man
it.
who haven't seen these shows.
I started to watch it a few times.
It's the
and I
one
just-
time you go watch a show and say "big pussy" without getting in trouble, because that's literally the name. The character behind James Gandolfini.
Uh-huh.
That was his name, Big Pussy.
All right. Star
This,
Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh yeah. It's,
Never-
sci-
The only Star Trek thing I've ever seen was the first and third J.J. Abrams movie.
I've seen all three of them.
I did not see Into Darkness.
I saw Into Darkness.
I've seen every Star Trek movie ever made.
Is V
Yep.
pretty good? Is it long?
Yeah, I like Veep. Veep.
Okay.
It was funny. But I like Julie Louis-Dreyfus. She's ended some of the supporting cast in there are funny too. So
West Wing. I've heard great things about The Wire too. That's another one I started to watch. I never watched.
The
Finished.
Wire I never watched either.
Oh,
I
really?
never saw that
Yeah, I
one.
never watched The Wire.
I heard it's really good.
Yeah, it was critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
This show's show's probably not on the list, but have you guys heard of Falling Skies?
Yes.
It's an alien invasion show. I tried watching a few episodes and I just couldn't get into it because it was just like a copy of Walking Dead. Like it just turned into like just a poor man's version of Walking Dead.
Hmm. Yeah, my father-in-law that passed away, I used to buy the Blu-ray sets, and he would watch it first. He loved that show. So he finished the whole series though. It stopped after season 5, I think. I never finished season 5. The Wire, Wonder Years, X-Files.
Oh yeah, X-Files.
Goldman, you didn't
I've
watch
heard
that?
of it. I've heard of it, but
That's a show that's worth watching now too. What do you
Yeah.
think, Longa, Jedi Wonder?
Nah. I
No.
mean, I watched it. I watched it when it was on in the day, but I wouldn't watch it now.
I like the theme song of it.
Yeah. I never finished it. I always started the first season and I never got past it. I was enjoying it too. It's just I don't know. Life happens.
Sorry, I muted myself. I gotta stop forgetting about that. I'm sorry. It's a little clicker button you get on some of these things. You forget about it so easily. X-Files was great. The first movie was fantastic. I loved that. But when they did the second one, that threw me off. I was not happy with that.
Yeah, the second movie I didn't like either.
But the show was great. Even when they brought the guy in, I think was to don't know his name, but I think it was the same guy that played the T-1000 when Mueller disappeared for a while or whatever.
Okay.
I don't remember in the X-Files, but they threw someone else to work with her. And, Wonder Years was great.
That was the last one.
I have a few in my head that I could probably recommend if you guys are interested. I've caught on Netflix. One's called The Travelers, if you've never heard of it. Somehow the people from the future seem to have a way to coming to the present some way. I can't even explain. I don't understand. I watched season 1 through 3, but I really cannot explain how it's done. It blows my mind.
Okay, that's the guy from Will and Grace's, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's a good one to watch.
It was actually. I started to watch it, and then I heard it was canceled after season 3, so I stopped.
Yeah. Shoot, let me see.
Something.
There's a lot of them on Netflix. You got to find. I mean, I ran through so many. It was unbelievable.
Time travel, but backwards. It's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Something I really want to watch with other YouTubers, not a lot have watched, is the Legend of Korra. It's an animation show.
I've watched that show.
You like
How
it?
is it? I
Go
ahead, Sci-Fi. No,
I liked it at first, but then I kind of saw like a lot of reviews kind of hating on it, and I started hating it for a while. But then I'm in this position now where I don't know what to think about the show, and I think I need to rewatch it again to really decide for myself what I think of it.
Max, I recommend that you watched Avatar: The Airbender first.
Yeah, I did. I like that a lot too. But
Me
the
too.
movie?
No, the anime.
Yeah,
The anime's more worth. I
speaking-
mean, that went through everything. It was amazing to watch.
Did you watch that?
Speaking of I saw the movie.
I saw the film in theater. I didn't like it.
Well, it's like our generation Star Wars. It's that good.
What, the show?
The animated series. Yes.
Yeah.
I do need to watch that.
It's really. I think Dave Filoni might even have worked on it. I think.
Korra seemed pretty good. I saw episodes 1 and 2. I didn't mind it. I just didn't continue it, but I will.
It would have been interesting if they continued the Avatar franchise to see have them do like a different decade, just like they did with Korra, how they did the 20s in that show.
Well, Netflix is supposed to be bringing it back.
Well, supposedly it's supposed to be live action, the new one they're doing on Netflix.
They're doing both, I think. Let me see.
Wait,
really?
They're doing Korra, The Last Airbender. Wait, what are they doing exactly?
They're
live action of what?
They're hold on, let me see.
I think he said The Legend of Korra.
No, I think they're doing animated and a live action of The Last Airbender.
I heard Netflix was doing something with He-Man too, so I'm waiting to see how that turns out. Some kind of deal with He-Man.
I know they did She-Ra, and everybody hated on that because of
Kevin
supposedly SJW themes.
Kevin Smith is doing a new animated He-Man.
Oh,
no,
really?
She-Ra. He meant She-Ra.
Yes. I know. Jedi Wander brought up He-Man. Max.
I do not recommend She-Ra. I watched the first 2 seasons to really know what the hell the story's supposed to be about. Don't watch it.
It's cute. It's cute. I watch it with my daughter.
I'll agree with them that yeah, it is. I mean, it's good for an audience.
What don't you like about it?
But I don't understand where they were going with the stove.
What don't you like about it?
The one thing I struggle with longer with some of these films, I don't know if you noticed in my tweets, but I try to say specifically.
It's a cartoon, but go ahead.
When I watch a show, I want to know what the story is and where it's going. And if I don't understand, and if I will get frustrated, I will stop watching it.
It's an animated children's show, so I'm trying to
I know,
understand
but
what depth of
it's
level
how I
of
am with,
understanding
you
you're trying
know.
to get out of a children's cartoon.
That's all right.
uh,
I like the She-Ra. I like the new She-Ra. It was fun. It was different.
Is
It was
just
different.
you don't know
I'm
where
not
it's going, or is it something else? Should I wonder?
huh?
Is it just because you don't know where it's going, or is it something else? Should I wonder?
No, it was. I didn't know where
Well, I
it
mean,
was
if
going.
you watch the show in the first season, it pretty much sums it up. She
I did.
was
I watched
basically
the first
kidnapped
2
by
seasons.
Hordak and raised to be a fighter for his side against the princesses. And then she ends up finding her way back over there and becomes She-Ra because she's a chosen one. And she fights for the princesses against Hordak's armies, who is actually a multi-dimensional traveler and clone from other areas of the galaxy. So
Okay,
it does have where place is going. So I was just wondering if you missed that part.
I did miss that part.
Okay, how many
all
episodes
right.
did you watch?
That's all right.
I watched all the way through season 1 and 2, but it's been a while, like about a year since I did. So
Do you mean the original
I didn't-
She-Ra or the new animated Netflix?
the newer one,
Okay.
I didn't bother with season 3 because I
Gotcha.
just wanted to stop.
Gotcha.
You
This
know,
is purely because you didn't know where the story was going.
yeah,
Okay, nothing to do with the characters.
no,
Okay,
I had no issues with the characters at all. Sheila was fine with me.
okay, gotcha. Cool.
Good morning. Good morning, Callum Bush.
Hello, Michael West
Good
and
morning.
Kelly and everybody else. Doing good.
It's
Thank
still
you.
not midnight where I am.
So that's the show I really want people to watch. Is if you haven't seen Airbender, definitely see that first.
All right.
Like
The Last
Legend of
Airbender.
Korra.
Yep.
I mean, give it a shot, Goldman. Just do like a couple.
I want
short
to.
episodes.
All
Yeah.
these shows that you guys mentioned, like I want to watch. It's just, I guess there's so many that I don't know where to start, and I just spend my time watching stupid shit.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like,
the last Airbender is worth it. I really feel like
I have
it's-
heard.
Yeah.
It's
I
like hard-
remember. Go ahead. Sorry.
Lunga's right. You guys do need to have an intervention with me. Like I need to start watching all these movies, all these shows that I haven't seen before. Like especially the ones on that list.
Is there anything on the list, Lunga, that you would say I'll go back and watch with a new generation of fans that you're like, oh, that'd be fun to rewatch?
Well, I'm bad with that because I don't really rewatch things.
Okay.
Like I loved Sopranos, but I'm not going to go back and watch. Sopranos.
Okay.
I liked Oz, but I'm not going to go back and watch Oz again. The only times I did watch Oz again like a few years ago because Marie wanted to see it and she never saw it, so I watched it with her.
Okay.
But I'm not a rewatcher like that. There's certain
Oh.
movies I'll rewatch, but TV shows. Like Ambassador asked me about this because he loves Babylon 5, and I did enjoy Babylon 5 when it was out, but I'm not gonna. He keeps watching it, but I just don't rewatch TV shows like that.
Something else came in. Thank you, Lunga, for talking about Oz. Has anyone heard of Prison Break?
I've heard that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I've heard of it. Mm-hmm.
First, I think it was through season 1. Someone turned it on in the house, and I couldn't stop watching it at all. Oh man, it was great to watch that one. So that's something for everyone to enjoy. Before those two were added to Legends of Tomorrow, but I guess somewhere when they were doing that, there was talk about them coming back into Prison Break to do another season. But I heard that from the rumor somewhere, so I don't know if that was genuine. But yeah, look into the story.
To comment on what Keely says, I think Brie Larson should play every lead female in every movie for the next 10 years.
Hey, free publicity. Free publicity.
Especially franchise films.
I
I'll watch
actually
her.
think
I'll watch her on her
Menace
screen
fucking-
all the time. That's
I
fine.
actually think she would fit that character pretty well. Honestly, because let me
And
see if I still have a picture of
if
it.
they ever make a Samus movie, she should be Samus Aran for Metro.
Thank you. I hope you're not. Wait, are you being sarcastic? Because I don't know if you
Well,
are.
I'm being serious.
Thank you. I felt the same way. I thought of that immediately. I mean, when I saw her in Captain Marvel, I'm like, fuck, she would be so damn perfect for Samus for Metroid.
She is partnered with Nintendo for
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
That would
Certain
be
people were going nuts about that because I guess she cosplayed Samus in the Zero suit once.
oh my
And they
goodness,
were,
yeah.
People were, of course.
Come
certain
on, you know
YouTubers
that's the pool boy's dream.
were flipping
Yeah.
about that.
The Metroid storyline. If you read about one of the other YouTuber channels explains throughout the whole each game how it fits into a certain timeline, whatever, and you get along with that, it shows good direction. Damn it, I'm losing words here. It's something interesting to look into on your own free time if some of you don't know what Metroid is.
Okay.
What do you, there is some. We're going to end it soon, but I wanted to see also Ant-Man 3 reportedly hires
I
Rick
heard.
and Morty writer. What do you think of that?
Oh, they're doing Ant-Man 3?
Yeah, they're hiring a writer.
Oh, good.
What
I love
about-
number 2.
You like who here likes Rick and Morty?
Me.
No,
I
I
gotta
don't.
watch that show.
Oh man, you haven't seen it, have you?
Uncle Rick!
I haven't seen it either.
That's
How
not
is it?
anything to be ashamed of, Goldman. You're probably
No,
doing
no.
more important things. Like,
I am not doing more important things.
oh,
Rick
okay.
and
that's-
Morty
Sometimes
is
I am.
complete stupidity, but it's hilarious. Share that picture, Max.
Actually, no. I have seen a few episodes of Rick and Morty. Because
yes, please.
See, she cosplays the Zero Suit Samus once. Yeah, I'm all
No
on board
complaints
for that.
here.
I'm
No
all on board
complaints
for that.
here.
Send me that picture, Lunga. I'm gonna use that for a thumbnail. Not for what you get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about using it for a thumbnail.
Oh,
I want
good
to know.
lord.
I want to know who the hell the girl next to her is. That's it. I wanna know that
Right?
too.
Hey, that's weird. What the heck is going on? Shit, her legs like coming out of a bed. What the
She
heck?
just has it in a weird pose. I think that's what happened.
I don't understand this picture. Do you see what I'm seeing?
I am seeing what you're
Yeah,
saying. That's
No,
gotta
if
be.
you zoom it in, you could see she's tilted to the side. Her legs are almost in the same pose as Bree's are, except her other leg is closer to her other leg. That's all.
Okay.
I
still
can
don't get
kind of see. I can kind of see it now. It's just the fog is kind of blocking it.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That was getting to me too.
It's just that optical illusion thing.
Yeah, yeah. Nintendo has a
What the heck?
Hey,
for
Nar-
some
hey,
of their
Nards,
games to
Nards.
do.
I grew up with Nintendo too. I grew up with Metroid as well. Metroid came out when I was like in 7th grade. It was one of my favorite games. I played all of them. I loved it. I still want to see Brie Larson as Samus. So no, we're not going to leave it alone.
No, I would like to see a
I
Metroid
can't
game.
hear what's
I'm not
going on.
moving.
My sound is off.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to come back in, come back out.
oh, he
But
can't
we're
hear
gonna-
you.
We're gonna have to end it soon anyway.
Nards,
gotta
you
refresh
wish,
the page
you
of
wish
that.
that was on Pornhub because you would not leave the site.
Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here instead of that.
You should send that to the pool boy. He would love that picture. Has he seen it?
Oh,
He has seen every Brie Larson photo ever.
I'm a poser, dude. What are you, a '90s skater, bro? Dude, I'm not. Listen,
Oh,
I'm not
boy.
a poser. All right, I'm a poser. I'm 45 fucking years old. You dipshit.
Okay.
What
Don't
are you
go all
talking about?
Jarbo on my stream, please.
No, I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm
No,
going
I don't.
to.
I want my stream to stay up. I got to make some
Well,
money.
too glad. Someone called me a poser. I'm going to answer it.
All right.
You're the poser, dude.
Okay.
You're the poser. Okay.
Damn.
Oh.
You
Oh,
don't even
no.
have Nintendo, do you? Nope, I've never had Nintendo, dude. Never in my life. Never ever touched it. Never played Super Mario Brothers. Never played Metroid. Never played any of those fucking games ever. Never had a Super NES. Never had the GameCube. Never had any of them. Never, ever. Dipshit.
I have them all.
my siblings have the Switch, but I don't have that one yet. But I do have a Nintendo 3DS. But I played since the original Nintendo thing came out years ago. You know, Super Mario and Legend of Zelda. But then Metroid came out for Super NES, and that's when I first learned about Metroid. So that was fun for me.
No, Michael S. Don't
Nards,
keep
you have them all right now. You're probably about, I would say, 32. Grew up with the fucking GameCube, got nostalgic, bought all of the old stuff, probably have emulators on your phone.
So
because
thanks for
you're-
watching, everybody. Goodbye. All right,
I was
listen.
having fun.
I know.
I was
Dude.
having
Oh,
fun, man.
he's projecting a little bit. He's saying you're too defensive over Brie.
You know what's funny? The thing that's funny is I hated fucking Captain Marvel. So you know what? I'm not.
Well, we could
Dumbass.
keep this up for the rest of the stream, and I think we'll get more eyes.
You might.
You know what?
You should make that your next thumbnail.
Idiots like Nards are so easy to fucking trigger. I swear to God.
Well, thanks for watching. Anything you guys want that you really is on the top of your list that you want to watch, you could think of.
Nards get run over by a giant Nintendo Zamboni.
All right.
I want to watch Midway.
Oh
I knew
yeah,
I'd get
sci-fi.
I'd get Goldman to crack up as soon
We
as
can watch
Wait,
that together.
Big man.
What Midway?
Yeah, it's a World War II movie.
Okay.
Stuff I need to watch. Everything. All right. What's Tiger King? That's up next.
Tiger King. Tiger King is next. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Max,
douchebag
I
is
watched.
the worst you can come up with. Come on, man. Hit me with something harder than that. Poser, bro.
Oh my god.
Well, anyway, Max,
Poor
I watched Ford v Ferrari, Max. It
Oh,
was
okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good.
I heard that
I
was
still
good.
need to watch that.
My grandma couldn't get into it because she's not into cars, and she got bored right away.
But your grandpa loved it, right?
Yeah, he did.
I'm not even okay.
I'm not even dissing, dude. This guy hit his head way too many times at the fucking skate
Oh
park.
my-
I could tell.
Man, you're in a mood, Jarbo.
No, I'm having fun, buddy. There was something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so I pulled a U and I decided to actually go to the store when I got Rise of Skywalker, and I actually bought a physical copy with the
Ooh, the
with
steelbook?
the digital copy. No, they didn't have any steel books. But
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go all out. I know my TV's 4K Ultra HD, so I went and bought the Ultra HD copy, completely not realizing that because what I use, I don't have a Blu-ray player anymore. I just use my PlayStation 4 for the Blu-rays. But PlayStation 4 only plays regular 4K, not 4K UHD. So I'm gonna have to go buy a 4K UHD Blu-ray player.
Just buy an Xbox One or a used
Fuck
Or you
one.
can buy
Xbox
a
One.
or
Xbox
you can buy
Ones are
a
for posers, bro.
PS4.
They play.
Hey, I have
it's
an
the cheap.
Xbox.
It's the
'Cause you're a
cheapest.
poser,
I'm
bro.
a
It's
poser. Oh no.
It's the cheapest UHD player.
You could also buy a PS4 Pro that plays 4K.
Yeah.
I'm not a gaming guy. I've built 2 gaming computers. I played Final Fantasy 11 for 6 years. I played World of Warcraft for 4 years. I got my kids into all the Kingdom Hearts game. I played just about every Final Fantasy game. I played Overwatch for about 3 years. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare for
Oh,
about
I
2
have
years.
some good gaming news to talk about that I'm really excited about. And to cut Lunga off before he kills the end of my show. Did you hear about the Mario news?
No, because I'm not a gamer, so I don't know.
I heard about
anything
the Resident Evil 8 news. I was really excited about that because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan.
Wait,
That's
I thought they
cool.
were doing Resident Evil 9. What?
Well,
I'm
they
lost.
haven't even done 8 yet. They still have to do 8. They were focused on
Okay.
doing the remakes
Alright.
for 2 and 3 that they got sidetracked on 8.
3's in the middle of something. Someone was.
Oh, they
someone on
did.
Twitter was showing you some remake of 3 right now.
Thanks
Didn't
a
watch
lot.
it though.
Thanks a lot, Lunga. He took his nards and left.
You are welcome. You are welcome. I've always said the trash takes itself out.
Oh God. All right. Well, talking about Mario. Remember Mario All Stars back in the day? Had
Nope, I'm not a gamer apparently, so I have no idea.
man, what
Never.
the hell? What the hell? Well, it was
Of
a
course,
collect-
I've heard about it. God damn it! I'm
Okay.
joking around about this motherfucker saying I wasn't
all right.
a gamer.
They're gonna do another Mario collection with Mario 64 remastered, Mario Sunshine, which that's one of my favorites in HD. Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Worlds.
You know which one was
And-
really fun? Paper Mario.
I think Paper Mario is going to be in there
Was
too.
that the one with the 1,000 door?
That was like the sequel to it.
Okay. I didn't see the first one. I saw the 1,000 door, and that was actually pretty creative. Sunshine was. I saw some demo on some store going out. I played the N64 version years ago. That was great.
I'm just happy to see. Can you imagine a remastered Mario 64?
Have you
I
seen
would love that.
Wait, have you seen the trailers for the remastered Final Fantasy VII?
No.
No, I've seen one, but how they
my
came
I
up with
saw
a new
one a
one.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Can we play a trailer here, or would you guys?
No,
did it for that?
And I don't like to play trailers in the middle or towards my whole stream will get taken down for one trailer.
Yeah, but
Yeah, unless you're
The
Lewis.
cool thing is,
Just-
if it's at the end of the video, you can cut it out without any problem.
Yeah.
It's better at the end than at the middle.
That's
You don't-
okay. I'll do it on another stream. I was gonna end soon anyway.
You have to worry. You only have to worry about copyright unless you're Lewis.
Listen, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't do super chats. I don't do cash apps. I have to have my live streams
He has
Make
to
it
have
someone.
his ad revenue.
a little bit.
Yeah,
a little
for
bit.
free.
A little bit. It's got to pay for those 2
Everything on
Coronas.
everything on Max.
I need another mask.
is for free.
I actually did. I ordered more of these so I could paint them like the Joker, like Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker, or do a few other masks. I was thinking about maybe the Crow. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, the
Has some
Crow.
fun.
That's okay.
I haven't even seen The Crow.
Ooh,
No,
that's a good one.
Oh, you got to see it.
Goldman,
It's great.
Crow. Oh man, we need.
I mean, I heard it was good though.
It is.
I'll watch
Have you-
this stuff with you, young guys. I like to watch new stuff over again, even though Lunga's too cool for it. I don't like to watch stuff twice.
Well, I don't. Sorry.
You wouldn't rewatch The Crow?
Long as a poser, that's why.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
he
a
is.
poser, dude. I'm a poser. So
All right. Well, are you guys Nintendo fans? Are you Switch fans?
Well, I
played.
haven't
Go
really
ahead,
gotten into
Goldman.
Nintendo.
No. The last Nintendo console I owned was a GameCube. So
The Switch
And I
is
haven't
fun.
played any Mario games either. I've only watched my younger cousin play Mario Sunshine, the one where he's like at the beach or something, where that water squirter thing.
I have so much nostalgia for this Mario.
I did play a Mario game on a one of the newer 3DS games. I don't know what it was. It was either the remake of Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers Super Mario Worlds or something. I don't remember the title, but it was at Target like last year sometime. So I remember that one. And I did see Super Mario Worlds on the TV. I did play Mario Party on the Switch. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
But I don't remember the certain number of it, though. Damn it.
That's
My
all right.
memory's vague, but I know.
Mine too. We're going to actually end it right now because we're approaching 2:00 and I need to get to bed for tomorrow's stream. That we don't know what we're going to talk about yet.
don't know
It's
yet.
just barely going to be 12 o'clock where I am.
Huh?
what?
I said it's just barely going to be 12 o'clock where I am.
Oh, okay.
What
Well,
time's the stream tomorrow?
3 Central.
All right. I'll be sure to watch.
Well, thanks everyone for joining this panel. I think we made it work. And I don't like to go too long. So everyone, bye. Say bye.
All
Bye.
right, guys, have a good night.
And,
Posers.
Thanks for coming in.
and sub to anyone that's left that didn't get annoyed by Lunga. Please sub to Goldman and the Sci-Fi Dragon and Jedi Wonder if you have it. I still don't know if
Thank
you
you.
have a channel.
And unsub from me, please.
No.
That happens all the time.
Oh, no, man.
No, Nards is gone. Nards is
Damn.
gone.
He left.
All right, bye everyone.
Yeah, Naruto.
Good night.
All right.